Hello and welcome back to High Ridge Farm with me, the Walrus. And today, it's chucking it down with rain, which is glorious because that saves me a lot of work. But we're now into blackberry season in the fall season completely, which means I have a lot of stuff to harvest as all my cranberries are ready to be harvested for the first time this season. And blackberries are going to be appearing absolutely everywhere. Of course, we've also been asked by Linus to go and find his blackberry picking basket, because of course, when you're picking blackberries, you need a specific basket, and only that one can do. Admittedly, though, having done this numerous times, I know exactly where it is, so I will find that and return it to him post-haste. That shouldn't be a problem. And of course, I'm also going to just quickly replace a few of the crops in the ground very quickly, nice and easy. Now, thankfully, because of course I don't have to worry about this large swath of land here to be watered, I can just get on with the rest of my day, which is just grabbing all of the corn, which is going to be quite an industrial procedure at the moment, as I'm getting a lot of corn, but then again I did plant a lot of them during the summer, which kind of made sense at the time. Not so much now, but it's still valuable, and it's something that I don't have to worry about. You can just harvest from it and get money. Nice and easy. Don't have to really do anything or wait as long as you might expect. Of course, I just need to chop this tree down because it's there and its presence is offending me. And it needs to be gone. Admittedly, as you can see, the coppice area still needs a bit more regrowth. I will need to make some more tree fertilizer at some point so I can speed up the growth of them. Ah, a new baby chick has hatched. Excellent stuff. And the ducks have matured, so they've laid their first eggs. Right, well, I'm going to be grabbing some of those eggs there. That's nice and easy. And what I think I might do is I might put one of the duck eggs straight into the incubator so that I can get another duck, as I need feathers and I need a few other things from them moving forward. But we'll see. Hopefully that works out well for me, as the feathers are a rarer spawn. I don't actually know what the drop rate of them is in any way, shape or form, but that's just how it is. In the same way that rabbits are quite useful for their chance of giving you the rabbit fur and fluff, which you can of course turn into cloth itself, which is wonderful and all, but I can't remember. Anyway, one of the things that I do need to do today is start scything down all of this large swath of grass, as it is going to take up space and isn't really being very useful at the moment. I think I also would like to get some more tappers, so I will need some more copper so I can actually start putting tappers on all the remaining maple trees there. One of the other things that I do need to do today is revisit the town and enter into the community centre, as I do need to deposit the freshly obtained duck egg, as that will be quite helpful. I'm kind of thinking I might need to make some more chests as well going forward, as actually reorganising my storage wouldn't be a terrible idea in the grand scheme of things. But I'm also going to start smelting up some more resources, so 2 copper, an iron, and so on and so forth, just to get that done. And we'll just quickly put those away. I should probably put that driftwood in the recycling machine, as that would be helpful. There we go. We'll pop the copper in, pop the iron in. Fantastic stuff. Oh, some more blackberries. I think the blackberries are going to be useful for just being turned into jams more than anything. I don't think they're going to be particularly much of a problem, but they'll be useful more than anything, as I'll be able to use them for just extra value. And I know that I can cook blackberry cobblers with them, and I think they're actually not terrible as a gift for a number of people. If memory serves, Jody and Linus both are quite fond of them. I think they like them. They're not like the we super love, but they're still, you know, helpful things. And the jam preserves is kind of the best place to go with them, I think. Now, I've chosen to just quickly get a bit of wood out, as I'd like to make another chest, which I can store some of the excess berries in. Now, my current logic is that I sell anything that's silver and gold or iridium, but if it isn't, I'll just turn it into jam, because I think that makes sense in my humble opinion. Whether I'm right in that regard, very different question. I know that obviously I haven't met the bear yet, and he's quite helpful because he triples the value of your berries, and I think that affects salmon berries and the blackberries. I don't think it applies to strawberries, which is a shame, or cranberries, which is a crying shame, but, you know, it's still useful. And considering that I'm already generating large quantities of maple syrup at the moment, that shouldn't be a problem. Now, of course, I've managed to grab Linus's basket. I forgot that there is the thing in there which I need a battery for, and I think you get Stardrop from it, or it might open up a... Is it the Mr. Key quest line? I think? Oh, it's been so long. It's ridiculous. Anyway, now that I'm up in the northern parts of the town, I can quickly give Linus his basket back. But of course, just grabbing more blackberries because they're there shouldn't be too hard to do. Now, I think Linus, being that it is chucking it down, will probably be in his tent. There he is! Fantastic. Have a basket. Yay. Okay, so I don't get any money for that. Fine. Easy enough. Right, now, I still have a few things that I do want to do. I do want to check the community board, because I know that's something that I can't remember when it updates. I know that it's new in the grand scheme of the things of the town, but I can't remember when it refreshes if you've done something recently. So I'm going to have to check that. But at the same time, just grab as many blackberries from around the town as possible, as the more of them I have, the more money I can make. They're not particularly valuable. I think they only sell for like 20 or 30. So there we go. So there's the duck egg. Now I still need to get either like a brown chicken. Now that's going to be the tricky one, because I haven't got any brown chickens as yet. And I do need to try and buy one. I still want to get... I need to get to the desert as well, because I need to get that last blasted fish. Once I catch that one fish, that's the entirety of the aquarium done. There's I need the duck feather for. I also need red cabbage. I can't remember where that's... like when that grows, either. That's annoying. Most frustrating. Okay, well, let's have a quick look and see, then. Now, okay, so you want me to catch some chubs? That's easy enough. It's not a particularly difficult one. What else have we got? Let's catch a chub. Although I think that they don't actually come from this river. I decided to quickly move to the lake, and I'm pretty sure this is where you get them, but I do keep catching carps. However, as you can possibly see by that large inventory of random guff, I had an intense moment of sheer luck. I caught a treasure chest that had a dinosaur egg in it. Now, that is a really rare catch in the grand scheme of things, I think. And I'm super, super excited, because it means that I can start having dinosaurs in my coop. Now, they are... Unfortunately, I have to wait a few more days for the incubator to be done with the duck. But I now have the opportunity to have myself a dinosaur. And I'm so excited, because dinosaurs are adorable. They just look so cute. And I kind of want a coop just full of them. So I'm very much debating that one at the moment. But at the moment, I do need to catch these damn chubs, which apparently are just not happening. I did eat a fair few of the fish as well, because my energy was so low it needed to be replenished. Especially after just wandering and pottering like an absolute madman throughout the early part of the day. But, as you can see, I think this particular video is going to be predominantly about fishing. And I will be absolutely shocked if I don't manage to get myself up to the maximum level of fishing by the end of this, because I have caught a lot of stuff. And I am still just generally waiting to see what other things I can catch. Oh, goodness, more walleyes. Now, normally one would expect that I'd be excited about walleyes, but not really. I mean, it's going to be some extra value, which is nice, but it's not really the end of the world sort of thing. Ooh, that was close. I nearly lost that treasure there by losing the fish, which would have sucked. But thankfully I managed to catch another carp. Oh, goody, goody gumdrops. Oh, wow, some stone. Just what I always want. Into the bin you go. As you can tell, I'm really not excited about some stone. But I think one of the other things I would like to do is actually upgrade the house. I've definitely got the wood for it now. But I haven't got the money. That's the issue. And I'd also very much like to upgrade the coop. And actually get another one. I'm thinking about having two. I don't think that would be a terrible, terrible idea. Really. I mean, it'd be quite an interesting idea to have two. Because then I could have a purely dinosaur one. But of course that's still going to require me to build one and then upgrade it. Not impossible, but it'd be nice. Now, let's have a think. Now, I do want to get a rabbit as well. And I think that they are the only one that I can't have in a standard coop. Which is quite annoying because, of course, they are something that I kind of need. Because, shockingly enough, I need the wool again. And it's either, do I upgrade the coop, or do I try and get one from some sheep, which of course would be another thing that I could build at the carpenter shop. But it's a sort of a debate on that one. What would I rather do? But we'll see. Now, I do want to make a barn. They're not beyond the realm of cost, but again, I know that I need the biggest barns to actually start getting sheep, which kind of sucks. And they're very expensive. So that's going to be annoying, more than anything. And I think, really, upgrading the coop that I have into a deluxe one will probably be a better option in the grand scheme of things, because that'll allow me to do more stuff. Just kind of a debate on that one as well, which is like, now, how do I want to do this? But we'll see. I'm just going to move some of the stuff around in these chests. So I've got this is my monster loot one, and then I can have this chest here, which can store my stuff that I'm going to put on the Grange display, which is coming up soon. And I've suddenly realised I haven't actually got that much in the way of actual crops. It's mostly just miscellanea. So, like, mostly fish and things. So I kind of need to get some other stuff to improve my Grange display. But that's going to be a thing in general. We'll have to figure that one out. I'm also kind of wondering if, considering how cheap they are, whether it would be a good idea to build a couple of the cabins, like the stone, the plank and the log cabin, which are very cheap. They're only 100G. Because I can't remember if they are bigger on the inside than they are on the outside. Maybe that might be a thing that I should possibly do. Okay, so there's the battery. It worked. And inside the note, Ah, okay, so I need to do stuff for Mr. Key now. So this could be interesting. So I need to get a rainbow shell. When the dickens do I get rainbow? I know they wash up on the beach, but when do they wash up on the beach? That's the tricksy bit. I can't remember. That's annoying. I'm going to have to figure that one out. I think. Oh well. I'll have to figure that one out. Not too difficult to do, though. Now, let's just size some of this down, because a little bit more of general fibre will be useful. Also, the mixed seeds will be handy, as that will be very helpful. As it'll allow me to actually do stuff, generally. But, yeah, stuff, colouring in. Now, one of the other things that I do need to do today is, just as mentioned earlier, just grab as many blackberries as possible, because I want to get as many of them as physically possible. Now, let's get some more blackberries. That's easy enough. I'm kind of wondering what other things I need to do. I still need to get those chubs, I think. So I think the river or the pond around here gives you them with a reasonable chance, I think, being the operative word. But again, just harvest some fibre. But I'm glad that I've put the axe in for upgrade now, because that'll make my life quicker and easier. Because being able to upgrade the tools and make them more efficient and more generally useful will be fantastic. It means less axe swings to chop down a tree, which just is helpful more than anything. One of the other things that I'm debating is whether do I try and upgrade the pickaxe as well quickly enough, as both would be kind of helpful, I think, to have. So as you can see, that it's going to be a lot of fishing generally, but at the moment, if I can, because I've got the axe in for upgrade at the moment, as soon as I get the pickaxe, that'll be great. Then it's the sort of the debate. The hoe and the watering can will be really good to upgrade during the winter, because they're not going to get used, really, because there's just nothing really to grow other than the winter forageables, which of course I can't grow until I've got the winter seeds. But to do that, I need to have found all the winter forageable things, so it's not really like it's something that will be instant. So it means that I can actually just get them upgraded quickly enough. Now, of course, it's getting a bit late. My energy's still pretty darn high, but it is getting late, and I do need to return to the farm soon enough. At the same time, though, I haven't caught any of the blasted fish I was looking for, which is really not helpful. And I think that's going to be something that's going to wind me up. No, that's a shad. That's not what I need. I mean, it's still valuable. I can sell it, but I just need to catch the damn fish that I actually want to catch. Come on. I mean, it's nice to get the chests and all, but I'd still like to catch the damn fish I want. Oh well. It's just how it goes, isn't it? It's the luck of the draw. Catfish, goody goody. I've only got one of the darn things. That's the problem. And I need 3. I need 3, damn it. Come on. Get on the line. Maybe that's what I should do, is also buy an upgraded rod. I think he's got the iridium rod. Of course, I haven't got enough money right now to buy it. It's also 11:30, so he's definitely not going to be able to be bothered with a, hey, sell me a fishing rod, it's nearly midnight. That's just not going to happen, is it? That would be, I mean, that'd be a very interesting business model, essentially, in a small town like this. At the same time, though, I mean, the supermarket near me is a 24-hour shenanigans. But then again, that's a supermarket. That's a very different kettle of fish, rather than just a random fishing shop. I can't imagine that you'd find anything small like that open. But hey, if you've got that near you, do do correct me, because I'd be interested to know, because that's just odd in my own sort of eyes, but hey, interesting all at the same time. So, still going to get a lot more blackberries. I think I must be nearly at 100 of the damn things right now, which is good. I'm going to be very lazy. I'm going to use the warp totem that I found earlier, as that'll allow me to get back to the farm post-haste and not have to worry so much. Now, let's just quickly organise the inventory. What needs to be put where? Right, so I'm going to go and fling these blackberries in here. The fibre and seeds can go in there. The stone can go in there, as can the seed. Putting the tree seeds in the construction box seemed to make sense to me, more than anything. I'm also going to put some more gold on to smelt overnight. Mostly because it's useful, and at the end of the day, if I desperately need money, I can just sell the gold bars. It's not like it's too much of a hassle. Oh, okay, so it's getting very close to the end of the night. I should probably err on the side of caution on that one, because passing out, even though my farm isn't great, but that's just how it goes. Right, we'll sell those, sell that, sell that, sell that. I've got a flute that I need to give back. I still need to catch one more chub, and I also need to start getting more rubbish out of the water. Oh no, the jam's ready. Oh no. And I'm trying to figure out where the best place to try and fish is. I thought that there's a good chance of getting trash anywhere, but I wonder if my fishing skill's too high, theoretically. Well, I'll have to figure that out, I think. So, here we go. Look at that. 50% more value or double treasure. Let's have more value, because catching the fish. That was a pretty damn fish profitable day there. Nearly 7,000 for that. Fantastic stuff. Righty, on to day 10. No, day 9, because I can count. Okay, so now it is the next day, and I now need to figure out what my plan of action is today. Okay, so that's very kind of Linus. He's sending us some recipes to making sushi, which is quite helpful. Very nice of him. Now, let's see. I've got a lot of miscellanea here that I need to get my way through. Just side through these, water this, make sure it's all ready, and I'm debating whether the watering can's a good upgrade sooner rather than later, because rather than being a line, it's the square, which is useful, like the 3x3 square. It's kind of useful. Now, I realised that this river doesn't have very many fish in it. So, this is the perfect spot to try to catch junk, which is exactly what I need to complete Linus's, not really, quest? Request is probably a better request rather than quest. Is probably a better way of describing it. So he's asked me to get all of that, and I can also try and make sure I have 5 green algae, and I want to get 5 seaweed, mostly because I would very much like to be able to have a fish pond sooner rather than later. And they're also not particularly expensive, so I can certainly deal with that. Oh, a chub! I think I needed that one. Right, so that pretty much sorts out Willie's quest as well, so that's 2 done. Well, 2 will be done very shortly, because I don't think it'll take me a huge amount of time to catch all the trash. Now, of course, once I catch all the trash, I can't process it, so it's just going to get given away. Which is a strange concept, that somebody wants to collect the rubbish. But, hey-ho, you do you, Linus. And I totally understand why, because he wants to ensure that the valley is in a much nicer condition, which is quite an admirable thought. Just a bit of a strange one. Because I kind of wonder how many people are losing their glasses into this damn river. Is there a bigger city upstream? Because this is a lot of glasses and CDs. Or is Harvey, in an irresponsible moment, also being the local optician and optometrist, and has decided to throw away people's glasses into the river because he is not an environmentally friendly individual. I mean, I could be very well wrong there, but who knows? But all the same, I'm going to get all the rubbish. And I've got the chubs now, so that's good. Just going to go visit Willy for that one. I still need another 13 bits of rubbish. Ugh. It's going to take me a while. Not to worry, let's do something else for the time being. Because it's a bit tedious. Right, let's just scythe down some of that. Let's visit the birds. Hello, my ducky friends. And we'll grab these eggs because the ducks won't lay again until tomorrow. But I'll reload that with hay. That's nice and easy. Now, of course, I've managed to get a couple of artichokes, which are great and all, but they were the other quest. Now, the trouble with the artichoke is it's a year 2 crop. So a request of, can you send out 100 artichokes is a bit of an ask. Especially since that I can grow them randomly from the seeds. But they're not a particularly helpful one. Right, let's go to the beach. And go and visit Willy and give him... Well, tell him that we've caught the chub. Because that sounds very much wrong. We've caught all the chubs that he requested. And I might try and buy that better rod. There we go. I did indeed succeed, and it's not that exciting a catch, but, you know, you do you, champ. You do you. Let's see, what's he actually got in for sale? Crab pots, trap bobbers, bamboo pole, fiberglass. There we go, iridium. So it's not actually as expensive as I was expecting. Yeah, I might as well get that. Screw it. That's easy enough. Now I've got it, I can now equip that instead of the fiberglass one. I can now actually have a lure on it as well as the bait, which will allow me to add some extra effects, such as the increased chance of fish catch or treasure finding, and even getting the lure to physically hook onto the fish itself. Right, let's quickly grab that. What's that? Oh, an anchor. Goody. Not like I've seen those before. Give me different artifacts. That's what I want. Sea urchins and some coral. Fine. Nothing super exciting there. Still useful, but very much of a eh. Can you fish in these ponds? No, apparently not. I think that might only be Ginger Island you can fish into those. Let's see. So, of course, this little river comes from the town. See what we catch here. I'm assuming it'll be a river fish, but I could be wrong. See what we catch. No, okay, so we get the ocean fish. I mean, it makes sense. We are on the ocean, after all. But I wasn't sure what that would actually give. It kind of makes sense, though, since we are where we are. Now, let's quickly go on up. And that's nice. Penny, you do some tutoring. Sam confuses me sometimes because I just buy the same shoes that I already wear. I mean, you do you, champ, but bit weird. Another award. A flute block. Lovely stuff. I know what I need to do is I need to start making these myself and start fiddling with the tones and making it so that I can play a tune. Because I think that would be funny more than anything. Maybe that's something I should do. Maybe not with this particular farm. Because that's what I need is a farm that I can use. Like maybe if I got my older farm, because I've already got all the resources and I know how to make everything and it's a perfect completed run. So it wouldn't be too bad. And I wouldn't feel daft about using a lot of resources to make weird and wonderful miscellanea. But yeah, that's just a thing. Okay, so we've caught a few bits from of the trash that I needed to do. Let's just quickly sell some of this gump that I don't really need, like these tiger trouts. These, I don't need that. I don't need that. Or the clam, that. Let's sell the pine tar because I can. don't really need the chicken statue. And let's put the other things away. So the eggs can go in the mayonnaise machine. Seeds can go away, as can the blackberries. Don't need those out right now. Don't think I need any of that. Okay, so I've got enough for another 4 copper bars, so I might as well do that or some gold. Let's do the gold, because I kind of need the gold more at the moment. Let's just smelt that. And it also means I can leave it running and not feel as guilty when I forget about it, as that is likely to happen, since I am, as mentioned previously, a bit of a moron. I don't need the fiberglass rod in here anymore, so that's fine. Okay, I think I'm just going to have to go and start fishing in the stream again and see if I can catch some more trash. It's kind of the main thing that I need to do at the moment. Catch more of this. Oh, I've caught an actual fish. That's nice. Let's see what I actually catch. I'm assuming it's going to be another chub. Oh, look. It is. Who would have ever expected that one? Alright, some green algae. Come on. Let's catch what I need. Okay. As you can see, I've skipped some time because, yes, I was sat here fishing repeatedly, and now my level of energy is very minimal. I'm just going to quickly check in here. So I've got some more mushrooms I probably could have eaten. Well, not the red one, obviously, because I really don't want to pass out from lack of energy from eating a red mushroom. I mean, that's a particularly daft way of doing it. I'm not sure, actually. I mean, I would assume that you can negative energy oneself unconscious. Maybe I'll try it out on another run just to check. Because, you know, I like to investigate these ever-important moronic decisions that I am likely to make. Because I do make a lot of very dumb ones. Okay, so here's the trash bin. Let's put that all in here, into the large refuse container. And done. So that's 20 of them done. Fantastic. Okay, so let's just quickly side through a little bit of grass, if we spot any. And doesn't look like it. I don't really feel like doing anything too energy intensive, as in anything, because it might knock me out. I'll just have a quick chat with Linus, though, because a nice cutscene. It's nice that I'm getting a couple of bonuses with him, because obviously I've increased my friendship significantly for doing a couple of things for him, like finding his berry basket and doing this particular request of his. And he is a nice enough gentleman. It's interesting when you get to the point where you offer him if he wants to live on your farm. And I can understand why he refuses. It's not because he feels it's a strange one. I don't think it's because he feels like he's dejected, but it's an offer there. Although that was definitely an interesting soundbite. It definitely sounded like he was taking an axe to me, I'll tell you that much. Okay, so I can now make wild bait, which is really cool because it does give you the opportunity of catching 2 fish every time you cast, which is great. It does require quite a lot of resources because it requires fibre, bug meat and slime. But if you're fishing with a large quantity of value in mind, like, maybe out in the desert, it gives you a good opportunity of catching something a bit more valuable. I don't think it works on any of the trophy fish, like the special ones. That would be absolutely hilarious if it did, but I very much doubt it. Okay, so let's smelt some of the copper. I'm running out of coal again. I might need to get more of that. I say might. Definitely need to get more of that. I think it'll probably be easiest if I just burn some wood and turn it into the coal. Well, charcoal, but same enough. Put the berries away. That's easy. Thankfully, I mean, it's almost midnight now, which it's been quite a long day, actually. Lots of it catching junk, which is absolutely thrilling, as I'm sure you can imagine. And we'll just quickly fling the mayonnaise into the basket, and the mushrooms and the fish. But I think that's going to pretty much wrap up what we need to do for this evening. And hopefully I will catch you all again on the next episode of the Wars Plays Stardew Valley. So, bye.